You're on, Doc.
Hey, I'm Dr. J, Jordan Howard Jordan, running for Palm Beach Circuit Court Judge. So happy to be here with the passionate Mosaic group. Came all the way from North Miami. And I want to be a judge. And you probably want to know why I want to be a judge. One word. It's about justice. That's what our campaign is about. I am Jordan for Justice. I've been a civil trial lawyer for about 21 years, 22 years pretty soon. And you would be surprised that not in every case do people get justice. And it's very, very disappointing to me as an American, as a citizen, as a voter, as a lawyer, as a doctor, a compassionate doctor, that people don't get justice. I've had a divorce and I received no justice. Everybody deserves justice. Can you imagine being in court when your life and your liberty and your property is on the line? Your children's lives are on the line. Your divorce is on the line. Your material assets are on the line. Your job is on the line. Your career is on the line. Your life savings is on the line. And you walk away with no justice? That can't happen. When I'm judge, that will never happen. That will never, never happen. Everyone will get justice. And let me tell you what my qualifications are so you know how I can best bring you justice. I started my career as a doctor, and I've taken care of hundreds of thousands of people over the course of 33 years. And I can bring my medical knowledge into the courtroom. Many of the courts have personal injury trials or medical malpractice trials, and it's very important for a judge to know the medical aspects of the case. So I have an enormous amount of experience with personal injury, with Medicare, with Medicaid. I've dealt with children, I've taken care of babies, I've also treated seniors. In addition to being a medical director of a trauma center for 8 years, I've also been a civil trial lawyer. So I've practiced in small claims court, state court, county court, circuit court, where I want to go to work. I've also been to the appellate court. I've filed a claim into the Florida Supreme Court. I've done appeals all over the state of Florida as a plaintiff's civil trial attorney on the plaintiff side, and I've also been on the defense side. That means I can be open-minded. I understand the defense side and the plaintiff side. That's what you're looking for in a judge. Not to be one-sided, not to be biased, not to to give somebody an advantage, to keep an open mind like a parachute. So that's the training I've had. In addition, I had the great fortune of going to Nova Southeastern University. After I left the University of Florida, I went to Nova Southeastern University. And while I was there, I had the privilege of clerking for two great circuit court judges. That's where I want to go to work for you, the great people and the great voters of Palm Beach County. They trained me on how to be a circuit court judge. I spent months and months and months of training with two great judges. We went through trials, we went through motions, we went through briefs. They asked me to help them do these trials. And I observed the trials and we talked about these trials, and because of that great experience, I can go to work for you tomorrow without hardly any training. I can hit the ground running, and what I intend to do is not be an average judge, because nothing in my life is average. I'm not an average doctor, I'm not an average athlete, I'm not a United States Soccer Federation referee that's average. I don't believe in that. My motto is, don't look back, leave it all on the track. So when I hit the ground running, it's going to get better and better and better, and I'm going to put my heart in it, and that's the way we're going to proceed. In addition, I want to tell you what my best work is. My best work, besides being a doctor and a lawyer and all these things, and being a United States Soccer Federation referee, I'm most proud of the fact that I was a guardian ad litem. And I protected abused, abandoned, and neglected children all over South Florida. And some of these homes were not the type of homes that you'd want to go in. Some of these homes were not the type of neighborhoods you'd even want to drive in. As I drove down the road, people were coming out of the sides of the building trying to sell me crack. Walking into the homes was even dangerous. But I did that because I have a passion for children and I wanted to protect them. I was an officer of the court where they trained me on how to look for bad homes where children were abused, abandoned, and neglected. I reported to the court, and we saved those children. So that's some of that from my heart is my best work. Now, the other thing I want you to remember is that a circuit court judge hears very, very important cases. As your next circuit court judge, I'm going to be hearing cases regarding gun control, gay rights, abortion, sexual harassment, medical marijuana, medical malpractice, the Everglades, the environment, criminal felonies, and even divorce. And it's very important to me, it's very important to you and the voters that when I rule on these cases, that I rule consistently with the greatest Bill of Rights that we have in the United States, the greatest Constitution, and everything is consistent with the law. I also want you to know that my campaign, honestly, it's not about the big ego judge. I don't bring the big ego to the courtroom. My campaign, the Jordan for Justice campaign, is about you. And it's your right to be respected and to be treated importantly because everybody's important. It's your right to equality because everybody in the United States and in Florida and especially in Palm Beach needs to be treated equally. Nobody is better than anybody else in the courtroom, in my courtroom. And finally, what I want you to remember, it's about justice. At the end of the day, we go around all over campaigning in Palm Beach, and everybody wants justice. And that's what I intend to do. I'm Jordan for Justice, and God bless you. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. Get out and vote. Bring your friends, bring your neighbors. Get involved. You can make a difference. You know, I want to say one more thing, that most people don't think that their vote matters, but the difference can be one vote. For example, California would not be a state without one vote. So don't ever think that your vote is not important. Your vote is the difference. You make the difference. You have the power, and God bless you.